Good morning, ladies. How is everyone today? Oh, I'm so glad to be getting out of this bug that I've had. Still not 100%, but the energy is coming back to me. Yay! So I still don't feel like my voice is the same and a little bit scratchy and all of that. Anyway, I wanted to jump on for a few minutes today and just, take a shift and really talk about our productivity. And for me, the important thing to share with all of you is that you can be productive in your day, in your life, in your business, in your home, without feeling crazy busy all the time. Like so many of us have that. I'll just say in our culture today, like the busy life is like, it holds a little too much weight, if you ask me. It's like you're not living up to your fullest potential if you're not busy all the time, like, oh, I can't do that because I'm so busy. Or it's a big excuse for everyone how busy you are. Like, full disclosure, because this is the place we come to be real, I will totally say that I'm too busy to exercise. And some days that is more true than others, and some days it's just, I make an excuse or change my priorities so that, like, I do something over taking care of myself physically. That's a whole nother story, but I will go into a little bit more of that. So my tips for being productive without feeling crazy busy all the time is to make a list. And some of you may be saying, I don't have time to make a list. I hate making lists. Lists are just like another busy thing. Excuse me. See, still getting over the crap. Anyway. There's something about making a list, whether it's your to-dos for the day, to-dos for the week, to-dos for the month, your goals, your aspirations, like stuff that you would really like to get done. Seeing it all out on paper, or, if you do a spreadsheet or whatever, I love to do in my planner, which I did not bring up here with me. But I finally found a planner that I really like. I got it at Target. It's like, has like the day, in hours. Actually, it's half-hour increments, and I can put out my meetings in there. I can put like when I'm going to the grocery, when I'm going to go take the dog for a walk, when I'm doing all of that. But then there's another column. It's all of, basically your to-do list. I see there's a couple people watching. I would love it if you said hi. I know I'm kind of like on a gumption roll. I didn't do the whole like, I'll wait to see if anyone pops on. But anyway, so say hi if you pop on. If you're watching the replay, I'd love for you, if you have any questions, let her rip. Anyway, I totally went off. Gotta stay on track here. That's another part of the sickness. I am really like not staying on track. Anyway, my planner has like everything listed out time-wise during the day, and then there's like a big place. There's like your top 3 things that will actually like, is the most important things for you, and then there's big space for a list, and then there's also like any notes, any thoughts, ideas that come up, and a little spot for your gratitude of the day. So for all of that, I have my yearly goals, and then I break those into quarterly. This is basically for my business, but I do mix some personal stuff into those goals as well. So there's yearly, quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily. And I'm not going to go into the whole spiel today, but I will start with my regular Monday. What works for me is I do my goals for the week. And that's like my list of to-dos for the week. And so my Monday list is like really long. But as each of those cross off, then I go to Tuesday and I'm like, oh, I don't have to do that because I finished that on Monday. So my list is a little bit longer, or a little bit shorter. And then Wednesday, the list is a little bit shorter, unless there's an appointment that comes in, that sort of a thing. So in your lists, there is, different, I'm sorry, I got a notification and it stops me from talking. Anyway, when you're making your to-do lists, I want you to include stuff for your business or, work-related type to-dos. Anything that you need to get done at home. And then I also want you to include things personal. Things that are related to your physical and spiritual health, taking care of yourself. And I will tell you, after being sick I was really sick for 1 week, and then last week still recovering, and here it's Monday and I'm still like coughing and a little stuffy, all of that crap. But anyway, because I was sick, I got out of my routine. I'm very routine oriented, but it was like 4 days in bed. It's kind of hard to get back into the swing of things. If you're like me, I don't know. Maybe some people are like, yay, I'm healthy, and I'm just going to get right back into it. But it's been hard. So, but like today, my energy is back to normal. I got back to my, making my Monday list in the morning. But anyway, that's kind of why taking care of your physical and spiritual health is very important, and it needs to be on your list. The other thing that I always include on my list is super easy tasks. Those things that take 2 minutes, 5 minutes to do. Sometimes they're like habit things or things that are so in your routine that it seems stupid to write it down. But there's something about crossing something off of your list that really boosts, it triggers something in your mind that you're like, oh, at the end of the day, you see all of these things crossed off in your list. And if you are only putting things on your list that take you 5 days to accomplish, or 7 hours to accomplish, you may only get one thing crossed off. So that's why, sometimes I'll put on my list, that I do my daily devotions. And, sometimes I spend more time than others on things like my spiritual health. Some days it's 5 minutes, some days it's an hour. But things like making my meal plan, that's on my list. Sometimes that takes me 5 minutes and sometimes it takes me 20. But, going to the grocery. If you're looking for things, make your bed in the morning. Like, that is proven to help people. Like, it changes something in your mind. Like, you know what? My bed is made. I accomplished something. I like those quick, easy, accomplished things. So anyway, make a list. Put things that you need to get done for work, how many emails that you need to send. If you're posting on social, that sort of a thing. If you're creating a product, if you're promoting a product, if you need to make phone calls today, like, all of those things need to be on your list. Like, for me, a part of my system is like balancing and making like easy steps to, you know, also take care of your home and your family and your business and your personal life all in one. So there's, you know, I need to vacuum today. So that's on the list. Vacuum upstairs, you know, bedrooms or whatever, you know, like whatever works for you. Because those like 5-minute chores, if you do one 5-minute chore a day, then like the house just kind of keeps up on itself instead of like having to like do everything on Saturday mornings or whatever day you choose. Like, my goal in life is to not have to do housework on the weekends. So I do like the 5 minutes. If anyone's read my ebook or like some of the stuff on my blog, you'll see that like I don't like to do housework. So I always say my house is cleaner than it was. It will not pass a white glove test, but I'm not embarrassed for anyone to come over. Anyway, and then taking care of your physical and spiritual health. So like, hey, I just turned 49. Things are happening. I need to make sure that I have my, you know, my physical taken care of. Got my first mammogram recently, which apparently was a few years late, but it was nowhere near the horror stories that I have heard of. It was not painful. It was not bad at all. And hey, clear for breast cancer. Woo! So ladies, go get your mammograms. The next thing is the colonoscopy. I do need to plan that. So that's been on my list to make that appointment. So anyway, making a list, you know, for, you know, you can have your goals out, but today we're just talking about like the simple, like daily, weekly to-do lists. So, if you make those lists, make sure that like the important things are on there, like the things you have to get done for your business, the things that you have to get done like for your family. If you have a birthday, if one of your kids is having a birthday this week and you need to make sure that there's a cake or balloons or whatever, if there's a party, the holidays are coming up, they're right around the corner. So like those to-do lists, any parties, any gifts that you need to get mailed out, like that sort of thing needs to be on your lists. But just those, like, you know, being able to check it off and see, like sometimes I'll be like, hey, I got 3 or 4 things on my list banged out, you know, before lunch. You know, I'm gonna take a longer walk, or I'm gonna call my best friend and chat for a little while, or make lunch plans with somebody, you know, that sort of a thing. So, if you want to make lunch plans with your girlfriends, you put that on your list and you put it in your schedule, and then like, check it off. I went and had lunch with my friends. And like, you just start to see things that like, you know, when you start prioritizing, you know, the work things and the personal things, equal them out, have some balance, and then you start to go, okay, at the end of the day, I'm like, hey, my kitchen is clean. I had lunch with my best friend, and I got 3 emails sent out, and, you know, boom, life is good. You know, I got some stuff done, or I created a freebie to grow my list, or, you know, like, I made 2 market research calls. You know, I went out to lunch with my best friend, started talking to some people around me while we were waiting for our table, you know, told people what I do. You know, that's huge too. Like, just start talking about what you do. And especially when you like can say, yeah, I do this business. I work from home, or, you know, I have my own office, and I'm doing Ladies Who Lunch, you know, all of that stuff. But like, you know, it starts to, you know, give you a little drive, a little gumption. You're meeting new people, you're telling people about what you do, and that's productivity. Like, that's getting stuff done. Anyway, because on my list, I have a couple of meetings today, so my live this morning is going to be a little bit shorter. And like I said, if any of you have any goal questions, or list questions, or prioritizing your day questions, or like anything about feeling feeling productive without that crazy busy feeling, drop it in the comments. I would love to know. Send me a message. If you're like somebody that's like crazy busy in your mind all the time and you feel like you're never getting anything done, shoot me a message. I would love to chat. I'm actually putting a new offer together and looking for some market research myself. So if you are a creative entrepreneur, if you're somebody who has lots and lots of ideas, and you're just like, nothing ever seems to sell, or you have so many ideas that you never market anything, and it's just like really hard to like actually bring anything to life, but you've been having these amazing freaking glorious ideas that you need, you know, like you just feel called to bring to the world, but like something is stopping you from doing that, shoot me a message. I would love, this is market research only, I would love to pick your brain to see like, just like what kind of things may or may not help you in the future. So anyway, I have to run, and I love to you all, sending my love, sending blessings, sending joy, sending health, happiness, freedom to everyone, and have a great day.